X having an associated vector Bornology B that absorbs every element of B. Bornless, without birth, not born. Bornness, the state or condition with which one is born, one's inherent quality, natural ability or inclination. Borno, a state of Nigeria in the northeast geopolitical zone, capital and largest city, Maiduguri. Bornological, describing a form of locally convex space which, in some sense, possesses the minimum amount of structure needed to address questions of boundedness of sets and functions. Bornologies, plural of bornology. Bornology, the set of all bounded subsets of a topological vector space. Bornu, archaic form of Bornu. Bornauis, archaic form of Bornus. Bornus, alternative form of Burnus. Bornazes, plural of Bornus. Borns, plural of Born. Bornstein, a surname. Bornsteins, plural of Bornstein. Born, simple past and past participle of born. Borntrigger, a surname. Borntriggers, plural of Borntrigger. Borntrigger, a surname. Born treasures, plural of born treasure. Bornu, an independent kingdom 1380-1893, descended from the Kanem Bornu Empire 700-1380 that covered much of modern Chad and parts of Libya, Niger, Nigeria, and Cameroon. Bornus, a native or inhabitant of Bornu. Bornile, a univalent radical derived from Borning. Uro, the town of Middlesbrough, and more specifically Middlesbrough FC Football Club. Uro, Bora. Boroboder, alternative form of Borobudur. Borobudur, alternative form of Borobudur. Orovia, a village and commune of Suceava County, Romania. Boroilluminate, any salt that is a mixed borate and illuminate. Boroilluminates, plural of boroilluminate. Boromino acid, an amino-substituted boronic acid. Boromino acids, plural of boromino acid. Bororgini, a boromino acid equivalent to arginine. Borobudur, alternative form of Borobudur. Borobudur, a 7th century Buddhist monument in central Java, Indonesia. Boracapte, the anion of a mercapto derivative of a particular caged borane. It is used as a therapeutic source of boron. Boracarbi, any material containing both borate and carbide ions. Boracarbis, plural of boracarbi. Boracarbonate, a mixed borate-carbonate anion or salt. Boracarbonates, plural of boracarbonate. Boracation, a cation with a positive charge on a boron atom. Boracations, plural of boracation. Borat, a village and commune of Bihar County, Romania. Borodavite, a monoclinic prismatic gray mineral containing antimony, bismuth, silver, and sulfur. Boroduteri, an anion formed of a boron atom and 4 deuterium atoms, or a salt formed by this ion. In other words, B2H4. Boroduteri, plural of boroduteri. Borodino, several villages and localities in Russia. Borodino bread, synonym of Borodinski bread. Borodinski bread, alternative form of Borodinski bread. Borodinski bread, alternative form of Borodinski bread. Borodinski bread, alternative Form of Borodinski bread. Borodinski bread, a dark brown sourdough rye bread of Russian origin, traditionally sweetened with molasses and flavored with coriander and caraway seeds. Borofax, an ointment containing boric acid applied to the skin as an antiseptic. Loraf, a surname. Loraf and flavored with coriander and caraway seeds. Loraf, antiseptic. Loraf, a surname. Loraf, plural of Borov. Borofloat, a borosilicate float glass. Borofluoric acid, fluoboric acid. Borofluoride, archaic form of borofluoride. Borofluoride, a double fluoride of boron and hydrogen, or some other positive element or radical. Borofluorides, plural of borofluoride. Borofluorides, plural of borofluoride. Borovsky, a surname from Russian. Boroglyceride, a preparation made by warming boric acid with glycerine, once used as an antiseptic. Boroglycerin, a poorly characterized compound of glycerol and boric acid used as an antiseptic. Boroglycerol, boroglyceride. Borogove, an animal introduced in the nonsense poem Jabberwocky. According to Humpty Dumpty, a borogove is a thin shab-looking bird with its feathers sticking out all round. Something like a live moth. According to Miss Schmash, it is an extinct kind of parrot. They had no wings, beaks turned up, and made their nests under sundials, lived on veal. Waragos, plural of borogove. Warogrove, misspelling of borogove. Borohydrate, misspelling of borohydride. Borohydride, DNA and strong-reducing agent beach. Borohydrides, plural of borohydride. Borohydroxide, an alkaline solution of borax. Borohydroxides, plural of borohydroxide. Borak, name of several rural localities in Russia. Borylane, a saturated heterocycle that has 4 carbon atoms and a boron atom. Borylans, plural of borylane. Borolanite, a pyroxemelanite containing nepheline cyanide. Borolanites, plural of borolanite. Boryl, a theoretical heterocyclic organic compound, a 5-membered ring with the formula C4H4BH. Borals, plural of boral. Borolithochrome, any of a group of boron-containing pigments present in Jurassic red alga. Borolithochromes, plural of borolithochrome. Boral, a type of mollusol that has a frigid, chaotic, or pergelic temperature regime and, typically, an aeritic moisture regime. Boroe, relating to borals. Borals, plural of boral. Borolil, a chemical group derived from boral by the removal of a hydrogen atom. Borolysine, a boromino acid equivalent to lysine. Boromagnesite, a mineral composed of calcium carbonate and borate. Boromagnesite, plural of boromagnesite. Boromuscovite, a monoclinic prismatic mineral containing aluminum, boron, fluorine, hydrogen, oxygen, potassium, and silicon. Boromycin, a bacteriacidal maculate antibiotic. Bora, the chemical element symbol B with an atomic number of 5, which is a metalloid found in its pure form as a dark amorphous powder. Boron arsenic, a binary compound of boron and arsenic, Ba, used as a semiconductor, sometimes alloyed with gallium arsenide. Boron carbide, a binary compound of boron and carbon, B4C, that is a very hard ceramic and is used in tank armor, bulletproof vests, etc. Boron deficiencies, plural of boron deficiency. Boron deficiency, any pathological effect in animals and humans due to a deficiency of boron in the diet. Boron group, a vertical series of elements in the periodic table that have 3 valence electrons. Boron is a metalloid, while aluminium, gallium, indium, and thallium are metals. Boron groups, plural of boron group. Boron nitride, a binary compound of boron and nitrogen of empirical formula Bn, exists in forms analogous to the allotropes of carbon, many of which are inorganic polymers. Boron oxide, the compound boron trioxide. Boron phosphate, an inorganic polymer of empirical formula BPO4 used as a phosphor and a source of dietary boron. Boron tree, a binary tree. Boron trees, plural of boron tree. Boron tribromide, a binary compound of boron and bromine BBr3. It is a strong Lewis acid. Boron trichloride, a binary compound of boron and chlorine BCl3. It is used in metal refining. Boron trifluoride, a binary compound of boron and fluorine BF3. It is a strong Lewis acid. Boron telluride, a binary compound of boron and iodine Bi3. It is a crystalline solid. Boron trioxide, a white solid of empirical formula B2O3 that is an inorganic polymer and is used in making glass and enamel and for synthesizing other boron compounds. Boron 10, a stable isotope B having 5 protons and 5 neutrons that makes up about 20% of natural boron. It is a good absorber of slow neutrons and is used as a radiation shield in Geiger counters. Boron 11, a stable isotope B having 5 protons and 6 neutrons that makes up about 80% of natural boron. Boronate, any salt or ester of a boronic acid. Boronated, that has been reacted with a boronate or with boronic acid. Boronates, plural of boronate. Boronation, reaction with a boronic acid or a boronate. Boronations, plural of boronation. Boronatricalcite, synonym of ulixite. Boronatricalcites, plural of boronatricalcites. Boronda, a census-designated place in Monterey County, California, United States. Bora, a Papuan language spoken in Moro Province, Papua New Guinea. Borongan, a city, the provincial capital of Eastern Samar, Eastern Visayas, Philippines. Boronia, a suburb of Melbourne, Victoria. Boronias, plural of Boronia. Boronic, of or pertaining to the boronic acids or their derivatives. Boronic acid, any compound of general formula RbOH. Boronic acids, plural of boronic acid. Boronization, alternative form of boronization. Boronization, a wall conditioning technique for fusion machines, where a thin film of boron is deposited on the walls of the vacuum vessel in order to reduce the impurity content. Boronizations, plural of boronization. Boron-like, resembling boron. Boronoctin, any of several derivatives of boronic acid that mimic the action of lectins. Boronoctins, plural of boronoctin. Boronophenylalanine, a dihydroxyboryl derivative of phenylalanine used in cancer therapy. Borons, plural of boron. Boronyle, the group B identical to O that has a boron to oxygen triple bond. It is isoelectronic with carbon monoxide and the cyanide ion. Boronyls, plural of boronyle. Boroondara, the city of Boroondara, a local government area in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Boropeptide, any peptide that contains one or more boromino acid. Boropeptides, Plural of Boropti. Borophagon. Any extinct canid of the subfamily Borophaginae, a bone-crushing dog. Borophagans. Plural of Borophagon. Borophagus. Relating to Borophagans. Borophane. An extended two-dimensional borane analogous to graphene. Borophene. An allotrope of boron, the class of quasi-planar and planar one-atom thick molecular sheets of boron atoms, similar to carbon's graphene structure. Borophenes. Plural of borophene. Borophosphate. A chemical compound containing phosphate and borate groups linked together. Borophosphates. Plural of borophosphate. Borophosphosilicate. A form of glass containing additives of boron and phosphorus. Borophosphosilicate glass. A type of silicate glass that includes additives of both boron and phosphorus. Boro. The only non-extinct member of the Bororoan language family, spoken in the central Mato Grosso region of Brazil. Boro. An indigenous language of Brazil believed to be part of the Macro-Guer family. Bororone, belonging to a Brazilian language family that includes Bororo and the extinct Umatina and Aduk. Boros, plural of Boro. Boroscope, alternative form of Boreso. Boroscopes, plural of boroscope. Boroslenate, Danivizio. Boroslenates, plural of boroslenate. Borosilicate, any of various minerals whose structure is formally that of a dual salt of boric and silicic acids. Borosilicate glass, a heat-resistant glass made with the addition of boric oxide. Borosilicate glasses, plural of borosilicate glass. Borosilicated, modified by the addition of borosilicate glass. Borosilicates, plural of borosilicate. Boros New Mare, a commune of Covasna County, Romania. Borospheren, B, a hollow cage-shaped molecule composed of 40 boron atoms, similar to sea buckyballs. Borosphorens, plural of borosphoren. Borosulfate, dianviso. Borosulfates, plural of borosulfate. Borosulfate, alternative form of borosulfate. Borosulfates, plural of borosulfate. Bordolurate, diamio. Bordolurates, plural of bordolurate. Borotripeptide, any tripeptide that contains one or more boromino acid. Borotripeptides, plural of borotripeptide. Borituke, synonym of bororone. Muro, the area, properly called Southwark, just south of London Bridge, which is at the north end of Borough High Street, OS Grid Ref TQ 3279. Borough Council, a body of people elected to manage the affairs of a local government district with borough status, metropolitan borough or London borough, e.g. Spelthorne Borough Council. Borough councils, plural of borough council. Borough English, patrilineal ultimogeniture, inheritance by the youngest surviving male child. Borough Green, a village in Tonbridge and Malling Borough, Kent, England. OS Grid Ref TQ 6057. Borough Seat, a city or other place which acts as the center of government for a borough in Alaska in the United States. Borough Seat, plural of borough seat. Borough Ridge, a town and civil parish with a town council in North Yorkshire, England, previously in Harrogate Borough. OS Grid Ref SE 3966. Boroughhead, a head borough. Boroughheads, plural of boroughhead. Borough Holder, a tithingman. Borough Holders, plural of borough holder. Boroughhood, the state of being a borough. Boreidus, prolific formation. of new boroughs in the state of New Jersey in the 1890s. Boroughmaster, the mayor, governor, or bailiff of a borough. Boroughmasters, plural of boroughmaster. Boroughmonger, in the unreformed House of Commons, one who bought or sold the parliamentary seats of boroughs. Boroughmongering, the practices of a boroughmonger. Boroughmongers, plural of boroughmonger. Boroughmongery, the practices of a boroughmonger. Boroughs, plural of borough. Borough-wide, throughout a borough. Borovichka, a Slovak alcoholic beverage flavored with juniper berries. Borovka, a transliteration of the Russian surname Be-or-er-or-veka or Veborokov. Borovo, a municipality of Croatia. Borovai, a surname from Russian. Moravoi, plural of Borovoi. Borovai, a surname from Russian. Borovsk, a town in Kaluga Oblast, Russia. Borovsky, an isometric hexactahedral dark gray mineral containing antimony, palladium, and tellurium. Moravsky, a transliteration of the Russian surname Be-or-er-or-ve-asky Ikatkwi Borovskij. Borowiak, a surname from Polish. Borowiaks, plural of Borowiak. Borovich, a surname from Polish. Boroviches, plural of Borovich. Borowaiki, a surname from Polish. Borowaikis, plural of Borowaiki. Borowski, a surname from Polish. Borowskis, plural of Borowski. Boroi, a surname from Polish. Borois, plural of Boroi. Boroxai, a six-membered inorganic heterocycle containing 3 boron and 3 oxygen atoms. Boroxol, a 5-membered unsaturated ring compound containing boron and oxygen in the ring. Boroxols, plural of Boroxol.